Hello, welcome everyone to the virtual SIGGRAPH 2020 and to our presentation Intro to RapidCompact, how to get the LODs you want. This talk is going to show you how to get the best out of RapidCompact using just your browser and using the software for free to optimize some of your 3D assets, and also how you can benefit from the promotions that we're having at SIGGRAPH 2020 now. So let's dive right in. And for the ones of you who don't know RapidCompact yet, RapidCompact is a solution that allows you to make your 3D content fully automatically fit all platforms. And your 3D content really means anything you get out of Maya, Max, of CAD programs, or out of a photogrammetry process. And RapidCompact will, in a fully automated fashion, convert that data to optimized variants for publishing, with ARKit, ARCore, Spark AR, with web-based rendering frameworks such as Babylon.js or 3JS, or deploying to game engines such as Unity or Unreal. And RapidCompact itself is the result of more than 6 years of intense R&D and serving different clients. It has a unique feature set that offers everything you need to automate the optimization of 3D assets, for example, polygon decimation, material baking, UV unwrapping, compression, and so on. And it was originally developed at the Fraunhofer Society, which you may know as the creators of MP3. In 2018, we founded our spin-off DGG that now develops the solution, and since then it has been used successfully by digitization studios such as the Smithsonian Digitization Lab, by tech companies such as Facebook, or retailers such as IKEA. And if you want to know more about very recent case studies, then have a look at the case study presentations here at SIGGRAPH, or check out our most recent blog posts about the cooperation with Raffle and Botspot. Both of them are using RapidCompact to optimize assets for their clients, and the cases are quite different. Raffle, they do a 3D configure price quote application for furniture, and they also have a floor planner. And Botspot has a 3D scanning solution called BotScan Momentum. It's a little 3D scanner for e-commerce, very cutting edge hardware, and yeah, both of the cases are quite interesting. So if you want to try the software yourself now, just have a look at the demo that I'll show you in a minute, and you can try it really for the first time ever now in version 4.0 in the browser as a software service solution. And it will allow you to produce optimized assets like the one you see on the right hand side, created from the one you see on the left. And as you can see, both of the assets are visually nearly identical, but the one on the left was an offline asset created for a CGI project. It has 170 megabytes in OBJ format, while the asset on the right-hand side is only 1.3 megabytes in GLB format. Highly efficient, very efficient to render, also not only to transmit, because it consists only of a single draw call and 3 textures in one atlas. So it has a normal map, base color, and an ORM map, and only 2.3K polygons instead of 100K polygons in the original. And if you want to do something like that with your own assets, just head to rapidcompact.com, go to login. You can sign up with an email address and a password, accept the terms of service, and then you can start by uploading models into this section called raw models here. And they can come in different formats. For now, we will use a GLB. This is a robot arm. It's about 30 megabytes in the original GLB version. You can see it's being uploaded. It will be cached for efficient processing, which comes in handy, especially if we want to process it a lot of times later. It's going to speed up the process. Now we press optimize, and we can choose in the first of 3 steps the workflow to use. And workflow really means you can have different ways to tell RapidCompact what it should do. One of them is called custom workflow, which means you specify a face count. For example, you say, I want my target asset to be 2,500 faces or 8,000 faces. And similarly, a texture resolution, so you can specify it globally or for each map individually if you have use for that. And for example, here we'll say 8,000 faces and 2K textures. But what we could also do is specify a megabyte target. For example, say, hey, this asset should be used on Facebook and they have a 3 megabyte upload limit. So I want RapidCompact to decide what to do with the asset so that it looks as good as possible and is not larger than 3 megabyte. No? But for now, we'll go with the custom workflow. Second step is called asset simplification. There you have all kinds of settings that especially the 3D technical artists may know from different tools, may be familiar with those. And for example, the first setting here allows us to specify what to do with our texture maps. Do we want to have a single atlas? That's what we do now. Alternatively, we could also say, no, I don't want an atlas. I want to keep the UVs as they are and to reuse the layout of the maps as it is, which is very useful if you have tile textures, for example, and you want to preserve the tiling. And then there are different settings like tweaking the UV creation method, can be like using a more hard surface or more organic method, and it can influence the result. But if you don't know what to select here, just press next and usually the result will look quite good. And the last step here is the materials and baking section. There we can actually ask RapidCompact to create an additional normal map or AO map for us. And in that case, there's no AO map, and maybe we want one in the final application to make it look a bit nicer. So we select it on for AO baking. And the last step allows us to specify finally the output formats. You always get a GLB for free, so that's always included. And there you can specify, for example, Draco compression, and for the textures, basis compression coming in the KTX2 container format. And apart from that, we have a scale factor, which is especially useful here for the second case, where we pick USDZ now as the second delivery format. And for certain targets like iOS 12 devices with quick look, if I recall correctly, the unit may be centimeters, but original GLB was in meters, so we just scale it by 100 and then it should work. And we can specify this custom scaling for each of the targets that we write out. So for now, the optimization is running. We also uploaded in the background the Elba sofa model that we saw on the slides before. We're going to optimize it in the background while looking at the result from the robot. So the robot here is finished now. It is 8.18 megabytes in size, and you saved, in that case, 70% compared to the original 30 megabytes. It has the AO map baked in, and we can download it into different formats, GLB and USDC. We could actually go probably even lower, but for now, let's continue and have a look also at the embed configurator here. We can specify something like the environment used for image-based lighting, the shadow. You can customize the logos there, insert your own product or company logo. You can specify how the user can interact with the model by specifying minimum and maximum angles, zoom levels, panning sensitivity, and so on. And you can also tweak the camera parameters, for example, contrast, exposure, or HDR bloom. And when you're done and you're satisfied with the presentation, then you can actually create an embed that you can share just like a YouTube video, or embed it just like a YouTube video in your own page and present it to your clients or to your partners. And here you can see how it looks like if you just use that URL then. So I think that looks quite good. And as you can see, the Elba sofa is in processing and is finished now. So then we can go again to the Rapid Models dashboard. You can see, okay, we saved 99% and the file size roughly, and it still looks pretty good, pretty much like the original 2.4 megabytes in that case, slightly different parameters than the one on the slides. And in that case, we asked for a GLB and an OBJ model, and the OBJ model comes in a zip. If we download it with all the texture maps and the OBJ and MTL file, and the GLB is self-contained, and we can download that as well. So with that, I want to conclude this little demo, and let me just point out that this is a, I think, quite nice workflow, but it's still manual. You still have to click and select some options. And if you want to do the same with 100 or 1,000 or even more assets, then it may be worth watching another talk that we have here at SIGGRAPH, which is called From 100 to 100K Assets, Scalable Integration of RapidCompact. And there we're going to show you how you can actually use RapidCompact, especially in an enterprise context, to make use of our batch processing and REST API to actually optimize thousands of assets overnight in a fully automated fashion, basically without any click. So with that said, you can try it out yourself going to rapidcompact.com, and there's also a discount code for a limited time, which gives you 33% off for 3 months. It's a bit complex and long. You will also find it in the description. And with that code, you basically get 3 months for the price of 2. And if you want to learn more about promotions like this, stay tuned and follow us on Twitter at RapidCompact. You can also learn about tech updates there and a lot more exciting things. And now during SIGGRAPH especially, we have another cool promotion that you can also make use of, which is the SIGGRAPH Raffle. So every day here at SIGGRAPH, you have the chance to win up to $1,000 worth of cloud credits every day. And to participate in the raffle, just sign up on our platform and write an email with subject raffle to siggraph@dgg3d.com. And with a bit of luck, you'll be among the winners. So many thanks for being here, for joining the talk. Much looking forward to your questions. Feel free to unmute yourself now and ask. And also have a look at our talk program during the conference. So many thanks, and